You walk out your front door on a Saturday morning in July, coffee in hand, and you look across the street at your neighbor's lawn. It's not just green, it's deep green, almost blue-green, the kind of color that makes people slow down when they drive past. And then you look at yours. It's green, technically, but it's a pale, washed-out, tired green, like it's been through something and barely made it out. You've fertilized, you've watered, you've done everything you thought you were supposed to do, and it still doesn't look anything like that. Here's the truth. Your grass isn't missing more nitrogen. It's missing a single mineral that most lawn care advice hasn't mentioned in 40 years. One element that changes the color of your grass at the cellular level, without forcing it to grow faster, without burning it in the heat, and without costing more than a few dollars. And today, I'm going to show you what it is, why it works, and exactly how to use it. If you've ever looked at your lawn and thought, I'm doing everything right, and it's still not deep green, this video was made for you. Do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button. It's free, and I put out practical lawn care advice every single week based on the soil science most people never hear about. Most people see a pale lawn and reach for fertilizer. More nitrogen. More green, right? Except it's not that simple. Nitrogen forces the grass to push out new leaf growth. Fast. And yes, initially that new growth looks greener. But here's what's actually happening underneath. When you pump nitrogen into a lawn that's already struggling with compacted soil, shallow roots, and tired microbial life, you're doing the equivalent of giving an exhausted runner a shot of espresso and telling them to sprint. The grass pushes energy upward into the blades instead of downward into the roots. The blades grow soft and watery, the roots stay shallow, and the moment a heat wave hits, and it will, that lawn has nothing in reserve. It goes pale, then brown. Then you reach for more fertilizer, and the cycle repeats. This is why the foundation matters more than the feeding. A healthy lawn starts in the top few inches of soil, where bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms break down organic matter and make nutrients actually available to the roots. When that soil life is dead or dormant, you can pour fertilizer on top all summer long, and the grass can't use most of it. The nutrients sit there, the lawn stays hungry, and the color never deepens. So before we get to the forgotten mineral, the thing that creates that dark, almost emerald color, we need to wake up the soil first. There is a homemade lawn tonic that works on a completely different principle than store-bought fertilizer. It doesn't paint the grass green for 1 week. It feeds the soil so the grass can actually use the nutrients already sitting beneath it. You need 4 ingredients, all of them cheap, all of them available at any grocery or hardware store. First, 1 cup of regular beer. Not craft beer, not expensive beer. The cheapest can you can find. The point isn't that grass likes beer. The point is the fermentation byproducts, the sugars and enzymes that feed the microbial life in your soil. Think of it as breakfast for the bacteria that make your soil alive. Second, 1 cup of molasses. This is one of the most underrated lawn inputs that exists. Molasses is packed with simple sugars and trace minerals. When those sugars hit the soil, the microorganisms wake up. They start processing organic matter faster. They start converting locked-up nutrients into forms the roots can actually absorb. Molasses doesn't feed your grass. It feeds the system that feeds your grass. Third, 1 cup of plain household ammonia. This is where you need to pay attention. The ammonia must be plain, no lemon scent, no additives, no foam, no bleach, just clear household ammonia. In this mixture, properly diluted, it provides a gentle, slow-release nitrogen source, not the harsh synthetic hit that burns roots. Fourth, 1 cup of regular liquid dish soap, not antibacterial. Regular dish soap. This acts as a surfactant. It breaks the surface tension of water so the solution doesn't just bead up and sit on the grass blades. It moves downward, into the soil, where the roots and microbes actually are. Pour all 4 into a clean container. Mix gently. That's your concentrate. This is exactly where most people destroy their lawn. You cannot, under any circumstances, pour this concentrate directly onto your grass. The mixture is too strong. If you pour it straight, you will get brown streaks, burned patches, and a lawn that looks worse than when you started. This tonic only works when heavily diluted. The easiest way is a hose end sprayer. Pour about 1 cup of concentrate into the sprayer reservoir. The water from the hose dilutes it automatically as you spray. Your goal is not to flood the lawn. You're not pressure washing it. You're giving the soil a light, even signal. A gentle nudge to wake up. Do not stay too long in one spot. Do not think that more equals better. It doesn't. If you overdo it, you get the opposite effect. Brown patches, stressed grass, all the work wasted. Spray evenly, walk steadily, cover the area once. Timing is everything with this tonic. Apply it in the early morning before 8 a.m. or in the evening after the sun has dropped. Never in the middle of a hot day. If you spray it under direct July sun, the moisture evaporates before it can move into the soil. The grass gets stressed. The microbes stay dormant. You've just wasted a batch. In the morning, the soil is cooler and the grass is actively moving moisture upward through its roots. In the evening, the sun is lower and the solution has hours to work its way down overnight. After applying, give it a light watering. Not a flood, not a swamp, just enough to carry the solution from the surface of the blades down into the root zone. That's where this tonic needs to be, not sitting on top of the leaves, but working its way into the soil. The first color change? About a week. Real density? 3 to 4 weeks. This is not lawn paint. This is system recovery. Systems take time. You can apply this tonic about once every 3 weeks during the active growing season. Not every day, not every week. The lawn needs time between feedings to process what you've given it. Even with the best tonic in the world, these 3 things will keep your lawn pale and thin. First, mowing too short. Most people cut their grass as low as possible in summer, thinking it saves them from mowing again. What it actually does is expose the soil directly to the sun. The soil overheats. The moisture evaporates. The microbes we're trying to feed get stressed. Raise your mower deck to at least 3 inches. Taller grass shades the soil. Shade soil stays alive. Second, shallow daily watering. Watering a little bit every day keeps the roots near the surface. They never go deep because they never have to. Water once or twice a week, but water deep. Long enough that moisture moves down 6 inches. The roots will follow. Third, bagging your grass clippings. Grass clippings are not trash. They're 85% water, and they break down within 2 weeks, returning nitrogen directly to the soil for free. Unless you've got thick clumps, leave them where they fall. Every bag you throw out is free fertilizer you're throwing away. Now we get to the thing you clicked for. You've fed the soil. You've built the foundation. The grass is greener than it was, but it's still missing that deep, dark, almost blue-green color that makes people stop and stare. That color doesn't come from nitrogen. Nitrogen makes grass grow. It pushes out new blades. But more nitrogen also means softer, watery growth that wilts faster in the heat and requires more water to stay alive. Push too much nitrogen in July and you're not greening your lawn. You're stressing it into collapse. The mineral that creates that deep professional color is iron. Specifically, liquid chelated iron. Chelated means the iron is chemically bound to an organic molecule that keeps it available to the plant, instead of binding to the soil and becoming useless. Liquid means it absorbs directly through the leaf tissue. Iron doesn't work like nitrogen. It doesn't force the grass to grow faster. It works at the cellular level. Iron is essential for chlorophyll production, the green pigment that drives photosynthesis. When iron is deficient, chlorophyll production slows down. The grass turns pale yellow-green. Even if nitrogen levels are perfectly fine, when you apply chelated iron, you're not feeding the grass. You're restoring its ability to make its own green. Within 48 to 72 hours, the color shift is visible. The grass doesn't grow taller. It doesn't get watery. It just gets darker, richer, deeper. The kind of green that looks like it belongs on a golf course fairway. But, and this is the part most videos skip, iron is the final touch, not the foundation. If you spray iron on a lawn with compacted soil, dead microbial life, and shallow roots, you're putting a coat of paint on a sinking house. The color lasts a week, maybe 2. Then it fades and you're back where you started. The system matters. Feed the soil first with the tonic. Mow high, water deep. Leave the clippings. Then, and only then, add the iron as the final color booster. Iron application is simple. Mix liquid chelated iron with water according to the label. 1 to 2 ounces per gallon of water per 1,000 square feet is typical. Spray it evenly in the morning or evening. Same rules as the tonic. Avoid spraying on sidewalks, driveways, or anything you don't want stained. Iron can leave rust-colored marks on concrete that are nearly impossible to remove. Apply iron once every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season, not more often. Too much iron can turn the grass an unnatural blue-black color that looks worse than the pale green you started with. So the whole system looks like this. First, wake up the soil with the homemade tonic. Beer, molasses, ammonia, dish soap, diluted, sprayed in the morning, lightly watered in. Second, mow high, water deep, and leave your clippings. These 3 habits alone will change your lawn more than any product. Third, once the foundation is set, add chelated iron as the final touch. The forgotten mineral that doesn't force growth, it just brings out the deepest, richest green your grass is capable of. That's the difference between a lawn that needs constant saving and a lawn that starts working on its own. If your lawn is pale, thin, or just not as green as you want it to be right now, drop a comment below. Tell me what you're dealing with. Dry spots, weak color, weeds, thin patches. Tell me the problem and I'll tell you the fix. And if you try this method, the tonic and the iron, come back in a few weeks and tell me what changed. I read those comments. I want to know. If this helped you, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check out this next video on how to fix brown spots before August hits. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.